Alrighty, welcome back, artists. What we are going to be focusing on for this entire unit here is our own Cubism artwork. So when we are working with Cubism, we talk a lot about how the entire piece is almost broken up into different fragments or sections in a way. So when we looked at Picasso's pieces, we noticed that was a really popular strategy, is kind of dividing it up into different areas and then even in some cases completely rearranging where some of the objects fall. So within this project, you'll want to choose at least one or two objects that you would like to draw. From there, each of you will be starting with just a blank gray sheet of paper or tan. You have the option to choose between either. And what we want to do is actually divide our drawing up into those sections right away using a ruler. So on my gray paper here, I'm going to pull this up on my screen. We are going to divide it up. So using a straight edge, I am going to actually darken these lines a little bit so that you can see how I kind of worked through the drawing. Usually what I always do is start somewhere near the middle, and I am going to use a black charcoal pencil to just define these a little bit more so they're a little bit darker than my regular drawing pencil. But I am just going to, like I said, divide the composition up into sections. Right now I am actually having some lines overlap as well. So you'll see as I work through my drawing, some are overlapping and some are not. So you can see like these two intersect. And then what I like to do here is not start on the side of the page, but start where I already have drawn a line. So then I can go in and even do some shorter lines. They all don't have to go all the way off the page either. That's the fun thing with this assignment. And you just want to make sure you have like little sections to draw in, so you can draw these lines however you would like. They can be small sections, big sections. I always recommend to students break it down quite a bit so that you have little teeny tiny sections to work with. And they're not too small, a little bit smaller than the size of my hands. Some of them are fairly small, but the sections are too big, you can just kind of divide them again in half if needed. So have a little bit of fun with how you add these lines in. In a way, it's going to kind of look like shattered glass when you're done. Reminds me a little bit of a mosaic that's kind of rearranged. Some students even like to use curved lines for this part. That's up to you. For my design, I am doing all straight lines. Pretty good. I have enough sections where I can have a little bit of fun with my drawing. Now, this finishes up step one, dividing your composition into sections. Step two is going to be then going in and drawing the objects of choice. So if you haven't decided on something to draw yet, you'll definitely want to find two images of two objects that you would like to include within your drawing. If you are doing one image, you just have to make it a little bit larger. So in example number 2, I will be showing how I go about drawing my koi fish in, and also the flower that I have selected, and then how can we kind of draw those objects from different angles and things like that. So tune into the next video.